What is up, everybody? I'm NoLucksGiven, back with my blind playthrough of Slay the Spire, and right after recording my previous video, it was announced that Slay the Spire 2 is releasing on March 5th, so I think I'm going all in now on daily Slay the Spire uploads, so that way I can get through as much of this game's content before the sequel releases, and potentially we will still revisit this game, the classic. And today we are in Act 2 of the first run that I am playing with the Defect, I believe this guy is called, and we finished off by calling the bell in the previous video, which gives us the Curse of the Bell, the Happy Flower, Meat on the Bone, and the Tungsten Rod. I am not sure how the Tungsten Rod interacts with, well, actually, I don't know if there is any ambiguity with the tungsten rod and the fossilized helix. Oh, I guess here is the question. What if we take 1 damage? Can that consume our rod rather than our helix? I would love if that were the case. That would be really cool. Okay, now where are we going to go from here? I'm not sure. And what do these flames and antlers mean? I'm not sure. I don't think that these are the guys that take my cards. I think those were like octahedrons or something. Is that the word? Octahedron, 8-sided shape. Where do we want to go? I generally like to prioritize getting the most elite combats as we possibly can, but I do have a ton of cash thanks to my golden idol, so I might want to visit some shops. And here's a shop. Here's a shop. There was one more below. I think I'll probably try to go to all 3 shops, though. And then, so that just locks me into going this way if I want to go to the most shops. And then we could go to this or this and still get to this shop as well. All right, looks like a plan to me. I still mostly know what I'm doing with this character, though this is a few hours later, so hopefully I'm not super confused here. And let's start off with machine... Oh, actually, do we want to start off with machine learning? Silly as that sounds, I might not want to. Let's start with white noise. Whenever you receive unblocked attack damage, channel 1 lightning. Unblocked. I don't want to receive unblocked attack damage. Okay. And then we have darkness. So what all can we play this turn? And here's the thing. If we don't play machine learning, we could potentially hologram it and then amplify it. So that way it's played twice instead. It's probably not worth it, but I'll play my innate machine learning in a bottle here. We do have to get through this armor. This is barricaded, and we're never getting through this artifact. I think that Zap is more damage than Strike Plus, and I probably want to get Darkness online as well. I'll play this, and I'm actually going to Zap before I Darkness. With that charged lightning, again, I'm not planning on taking unblocked attack damage, but it could make sense to have some additional lightning balls queued up first. All right, we do wind up drawing Amplify, but this turn we are simply going to defend a whole bunch and then strike. Oh, this has even more health now. What are my potions again? Upgrade all cards in your hand for the rest of the combat and apply some vulnerable. Oh, I'm frail now, and it's about to hit me for 20. I probably want to double my energy and then potentially hologram. Evoke your next orb twice. I don't think I was ever taking it out here. But let's start off with a double energy. I might be able to go recursion, dual cast, hologram, dual cast. Dual cast hologram. Dual cast. And that will deal 8 plus 8 plus 8 times 2. 24 times 2, 48. Does not quite get us there. So maybe we go for a defend plan instead. Defending is kind of loose when we're about to get hit for 20, but if we can block one of them, then we can effectively block both because of our Helix shield too. So we could also grab another darkness, right? But I think the game plan here... So leap is 9 block, but how much is this? 25% less block. How much block is this? Does this deal normally? I can't really tell. But I think it might be 8. Can I look at one of these and see how they upgrade? How come I can't view upgraded cards? I thought that was something I could do. Oh, I got to do that in the deck. In the deck view. Is there like a way to click it? Control click? Maybe somebody brought that up to me. I think there was a... I'll just click the view upgrade. 8 block. Okay. A lot of that just to see that a defend plus is 8 block. So I might want to go for leap. That would mean leap is probably... It's 6 or 7 while I'm weakened. For the next 5 turns, I'm not going to be able to block. But let's say 6 plus 7 plus 3. That is 16. Doesn't really get us there. And one thing I'd be curious about. If I hologram and defend, that's 9. Does that mean that we take... Does that mean that that removes our buffer? Or does that just consume the tungsten rod? I'm willing to test that right now. I think that this is a good time to test that. So the question is, what are we actually doing for the rest of the turn? Am I getting recursive? Wait, it's 24 times 3. It's 8 plus 8. No, it's 8 plus 16, which is 24. And then it's 24 from this one twice. Oh, it is just lethal. My bad. Let's go recursion, dual cast, hologram, dual cast. This is 48. This clears the ball. My bad. That was a lot to do a little bit. First time playing with this guy. First fight after loading the game back up as well. So give me a little bit of grace. We can go for stack, which I've already read, but gains you block equal to the number of cards in your discard pile plus 3. Channel 1 Frost, draw 2 cards. Gain 1 block, permanently increase this card's block by 3. Exhaust? Oh, but it permanently... Oh, that's funny. It permanently increases it, so the next fight... I think this is my first card that I've actually seen have permanent effects in between battles. I don't know that the Happy Flower worked there. But that's fine. Frost Orbs gain block. I don't think I want Frost Orbs. Let's go for the genetic algorithm. It seems cute. I think it's still early enough in the game that we can get away with that. And then we do have to go down the path of the shop. In an abandoned temple, you find a giant book open, riddled with cryptic writings. I think I've seen this one before. As you try to interpret the elaborate let's read. I can't read. Odd. The book seems to be about an ancient named Niao. This piques your interest, but you have a general feeling of malaise. Oh, blocked. Okay, this next one will get me, though. Maybe this next one will... this isn't a combat, though, right? The Ancient of Resurrection Niao was... Yes, I have read this before. I've read this some already, but I still feel compelled because I'm trapped in a loop. Niao blesses outsiders. Obtain the book. Lose 10 HP. Yes, we're already here. The book gives us starting draw. The first attack played that costs 2 or more. Oh, I think this is new. Huh. The first attack played each turn that costs 2 or more is played twice. Upon pickup, obtain a special curse. Oh, I could skip it here still. No, we're going for this. This is my second curse in the run. Let's see what this curse is. I have the Curse of the Bell, which I cannot remove from my deck, but this I could. There's no escape from this curse. Huh. Weird. I was thinking I was going to try to remove this curse from my deck. Well, what can we do? At this point, we've grabbed it. Upon finishing the tome, you decide to take it with you. With proof in hand, will you retain your memories? Apparently not, but I do have to say, I don't believe that this is what the Necronomicon, or maybe we didn't get the Necronomicon last time, but if we did, this isn't what it did. So I'm curious if, each time you pick up the Necronomicon, it's stronger, if there's potentially a little bit of rogue lightiness that is happening with that. Evoke your next orb, then channel the orb you just evoked. I'm debating if I want to put that orb first or not, because we could darkness and then that's our first orb. Yeah, let's do that. And then recursion, and it's totally fine that we have a Curse of the Bell in our hand. So I'm really hoping that the first thief will deal 0 damage to me because of the tungsten rod, and the second thief will deal 0 damage to me from the fossilized helix. Here's to hoping. Blocked from the buffer, so now we take 9. All right, not exactly how I would have liked to have played it, but what can you do? Amplify does nothing for me. That's basically the same as a curse here too, right? And then I'm just going to try to gain as much block as I can. I will be able to dual cast my Dark Orb already, which I suppose I will simply go for. All right, let's start with this. Oh, they're also taking all of my damn gold. No escape from this curse. Okay. Do I actually want to dual cast, or do I just want to defend and strike? It's 5, that's 6. It's really not that much block. I do want to play this every time that I draw it, though, so that way it's potentially good later. This is 36 damage. It could potentially take out this man, so that seems good to me. Okay, it did take out that man. So I get my gold back from that, I believe. And now I will just have to deal with this guy. Hits me for another. Actually, yeah, not that much. This turn I've got bonus energy. I can also hologram. I wonder if I can win here. Let's white noise first, because maybe we double play this. At the start of your turn, trigger the passive ability of your next orb. So do I want to, and this is just going to defend this turn. So none of these defends are that good for me. Let's hologram back. What am I going for here? Oh, I wanted to wait, I don't even know. Oh, amplify. Right. So I'll amplify, and now I can loop, and that gives me a double loop. And then I definitely want to zap, and we'll just weave in a defend plus. End of turn, we hit them for 6, and then start of my turn, I'll hit them for 6, and end of my turn, I'll hit them for 6 again. Oh, they are looking to leave right now. We need to kill them, or they escape with all of my gold, which is super annoying. Okay. Taste my orb. We don't get them. If I apply 3 vulnerable, then they take 50% more damage. I think this is potentially worth it. I don't know how much gold they're about to escape from. I'm going to assume that it might be 45. And so I can basically exchange this potion for 45 gold right now before I go to a shop. That seems worth it to me. Maybe I'm wrong, but we take that out. Oh, we only needed a little bit more, but I think that's good. Yeah, I grabbed my 45 gold back. I think the potion is probably worth about 50 gold sometimes, but I'm also like picking up another potion here, so it kind of cycles it out. All right, another white noise might be good, as could another hologram be. Deal 4 damage for each channeled orb. No interest in that. I do need to find an attack that costs 2 or more, though, for my Necronomicon to double cast that. But I think I do like white noise plus with the other thing I have. Hologram helps for consistency, but this could also be useful for us. I'm going to grab this. It seems fun. We get to see new cards as well, which is kind of always my motto here on my initial runs with these characters, is let's try to see as many cards as we can. All right. Welcome. The bomb is not an attack, but it will be leveled up. So that's kind of cool. Oh, we can actually pick up these things now too. Every 3 times you shuffle your draw pile, gain 2 energy. Whenever you enter a rest site, specifically a rest site though, but you start your next combat with 2 energy, but that means I can start each boss fight boss fight with 2 energy. I was just making sure that wasn't the fairy in the bottle. When you are viewing your draw pile, the cards are now shown in order. Oh, how cool. We have so much cash here that I really have the ability to make more decisions than I normally do. I'm probably going to go for card removal service. Trigger the passive ability of your next orb. So that means I could really start increasing the power of my danger orb. Channel 1 plasma, which is gaining energy. Huh. The fact that there's a card that channels a plasma makes me more likely to think that you have to consume the plasma orb to gain the energy, which feels terrible. These aren't incredibly descriptive, to be honest. Gain 8 block, decrease this card's block by 1 this combat, and it's free. There are no 2-cost attacks here, unfortunately. Deal 7 damage, draw 4 cards. Discard all cards drawn this way that do not cost 0. Oh. That do not cost 0. Huh. A draw 4 is cool, but not enough of my cards cost 0, I don't think. Lock on is 50% more damage from orbs. Huh. I don't hate the bomb still. Shuffle your discard pile into your deck. Draw 2. This is just good value. I also like adding more power cards to my deck. I'm thinking like, okay, this plus this is 120. This is 220. That wouldn't leave me enough to buy anything here. I actually can't even buy the sundial and like literally anything else. But the sundial, I understand how that could be broken. Like sundial plus ripping cards seems really good. I don't think I can rip my new curse. There is no escape from this curse. I mean, what will happen? Oh, it won't even let us. It won't even let us choose that. Okay, that makes sense. Thank you, thank you. I think I want card removal service and loop. And from that point, probably deep breath as well. And then am I just going to sit on my sit on the rest of it. That's a really expensive potion, and it doesn't do anything. Next up, we are probably going to one of two different elite encounters, right? And then I'm probably going to go this way because it's another elite encounter. And then the shop. Yeah, so that does mean that I will be going to another shop. So there is some reason to hang on to some of my coin. Every 3 times you shuffle your draw pile. Do you shuffle your draw pile at the start of every fight regardless? I feel like you might. I also don't feel like I'm bottlenecked on energy until I really start drawing cards, which, yeah, I guess that's part of it. Trigger the passive ability of your next orb. Could double up the scaling of our darkness orbs. So I do like that. I do like the idea of doing a bullseye at some point, getting some lock on. Let's buy Loop because it's on sale and because we have payoffs for power. Let's buy Deep Breath Plus because it seems good, and then let's card removal service one of our strikes. Sometimes I have too many blocks. But we have the game plan. We just need to not die. I think this is a good plan. I could also grab a fire potion. I don't hate that as just like a little bit of get out of jail card. I'm going to buy a fire potion, actually, yeah. Okay, cool. Now we will make our way towards this elite encounter. Before that, we have one more of these. You find yourself in an old decorated chamber. In the center of the room, a large skull sits atop an ornate pedestal. As you approach, the skull bursts into flames and turns to face you. I don't need a potion. Possibly just a colorless card. If it's a skill, it's upgraded. Most colorless cards seem good and generic. A lot just have to do with, like, drawing cards and banishing. That's funny. If you just leave, you take 6 damage regardless. I don't think it's worth 90 gold if the goal is to just spend that gold on a colorless card later, probably. Though it would also... we know we're going to be going to another shop. This is not the craziest idea. Sure, let's gain more riches. Oh. Yeah, and now is it 8 to do that again? Okay, so we do have to... We're about to take an elite encounter. Unless we're not. Unless we're about to just go to this rest site and use my regal pillow and just really, really heal up. I either get to do this exactly 3 times or as many times as I want. I think I get to do this as many times as I want. Let's get a colorless card. Enemy loses 9 strength this turn, exhaust. I don't love that one. If your HP is at 50% at the end of combat, heal 12. Gain 2 block, draw 1. All right. I think I'm about to go heal a bunch. This hasn't been good for me. Let's do this one more time. Okay. Now I'm done. Oh, it cost me HP to leave. Okay. Forgot about that. Well, let's definitely leave now. Oh, and I was taking 1 less damage each time because of the tungsten rod. Okay, behind you, mortal. You peek behind the skull. Surely enough, there is a door. Let's heal up rather than do anything silly here. This is 37 HP regained, and we're back up to 46, and we are totally in the clear now. And we could even heal 1 more time if we really need to before the next fight. And let's see how we are now against the cultist and the chosen. We can loop. We're low on... Probably want to take out the cultist. Actually can probably take out the cultist with the fire potion at some point. Let's go white noise first. Whenever you play a power card, draw one card. Sure. I was about to play 2 more power cards this turn. I care the most about machine learning, I think. All right, I'm not even drawing good cards, so this is beautiful. And I can use this next turn probably. I'm going to take 5 damage and I'm going to take 4 damage and then I'm going to block one of the attacks from the chosen. Let's loop, I suppose, before we darkness, but I'm always... Oh, gain 4 block, draw a card. That's great. Well, it doesn't actually do too much for me, but then this does. 5 plus 4 plus 4 is more than 10. Okay, I guess I'm hologramming here, and I'm going to rebuy Finesse, so that way I don't take any damage this turn, and I keep my block. All right, so I lose Darkness, but now whenever I play a power, I draw a card, and I'm not taking any damage here. I do want to focus on the Cultist. I can amplify a white noise this turn. That's probably what I'll do. Gain 2 orb slots. So I mentioned that Slay the Spire 2, it's been announced. There was a little video for it, and in that video, I saw the defect with a bunch of orb slots. So unfortunately, I did get spoiled for that slightly before it happened for me. Though, to be honest, I don't know if amplifying here really does anything for me. I think I'm going to grab a random power potion. Another loop. Prevent the next time you would lose HP. That seems good. Focus increases the effectiveness of channeled orbs. Huh. I don't know exactly like the multiplier on that as opposed to just like doing it again. I think I'll just keep looping here. We can gain more orb slots. I don't think that that's super important. 15 strength this turn, exhaust. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to draw more cards. I do want to get some more lightning online here too. I do want to play this card whenever I draw it. And then I can just play like leap or something and I'm fine. I could also just Dark Shackles and I'm fine. Yeah, and that frees me up to throw in a strike instead. So I like that. I'm still going to focus on the Cultist because it will just get stronger and stronger from the ritual. So I want to make sure I am taking that out eventually. When you play a non-attack card, shuffle 1 dazed into your draw pile. I'm about to play a bunch of non-attack cards here. I'm going to start by doubling my energy. Then I am going to deep breath, I believe. Only other thing is I could play recursion before I play deep breath. That just gives me a shot to draw recursion here. Sure, it also means that I could draw more dazed, but I think that this is still fine. All right, and then I'm going to play a strike plus here, and I have to defend for 19, which means I'm going to play this, this, and this. But I won't play the last defend so that I don't get an additional dazed here. And now at the start of my turn, I trigger this orb 3 times. Oh, I'm vulnerable now? Oh, gosh. Okay. They are big. And I've got a bunch of stuff on me, which is a bummer. Evoke your next orb twice. So that's 16. 16 plus 5 is lethal. This will get blocked. We're fine. One of these just needs to hit the cultist. Beautiful. Let's throw in a darkness. And I'll finesse, and actually I shouldn't have even played the finesse. It drew a card, so if it drew a spike, that was kind of interesting. But yeah, ultimately, just put some stuff on me. Wait a minute. Oh, did I block that? Oh, I totally messed up. Wait, why did I think the cultist was dying? It just 100% didn't die. Oh, I'm dying. Shoot. Wait, what did I miscalculate? I thought the cultist was dead for sure there. What happened? Oh, I think I was thinking that one of these lightnings would take out the cultist, but of course I only had one lightning. Okay, so now I can either roll a 50-50 or I can use my fire potion. I think I should roll a 50-50. It's a shame to lose this run. But is it really? Like, this run isn't that great. I do want to treat each run as if, like, I have a shot to win. But I think I maybe have a better shot to win if I hang on to this fire potion. I'm going to risk it. Okay. Well, that's it. I'm going to hop into another run, though, here, because, well, because I can. We played it a little bit fast and loose on the previous time, but I didn't really love my attempt. And let's see what we start with this time. We can either remove a card from our deck, obtain a random common relic, which are, like, not always doing anything for you, or we can obtain a curse to choose a rare colorless card, or lose my starting relic to obtain a random boss relic. Interestingly, I found Channel Lightning to be somewhat of a drawback in some instances last time. I'm sure there's other instances where it's good, but if I wanted to go down the darkness route, this could be bad for me. No, probably not. Let's start by removing a card from our deck. I think that is a vanilla choice, but always a solid one. We're going to remove the strike, and then where do we want to go from there? A double elite route is probably what I'm angling for, and we can even heal up before them. So I think we're going to go this way. And we could take this if we need a little bit of a break. But this is where we're going to start here. We also have some louses to start with. And they are already looking to deal me a bunch of damage. So we're just going to zap and double defend. And luckily, or not luckily, but one cool thing about lightning is it doesn't trigger the curl up ability. So we can kind of just like get through them in a nice way. I might go double defend again here. I take one more damage and then I fire off a bunch more at the end of turn. The other option is to dual cast. Is a dual cast lethal? 8-8, 8-8. It puts one of them down to 1. So I could dual cast plus defend. Yeah, I suppose that's better. If I strike one of them, then the dual cast, then the lightning will just eat away the shield. So let's defend. We got lucky though, because the one that was attacking us for 5 is the one that is left. So all we actually have to do is defend here. We'll take no damage, and then we can end the turn. Beautiful. Okay. Deal 15 damage, reduce this card's cost by 1 this combat. Deal 4 damage for each channeled orb, or gain 2 orb slots. Maybe that's the plan. Capacitator seems really cool to me, to just have a bunch of orb slots. So that seems like a more dedicated build that I can focus on. I like that. We do want to make sure we're dealing as much damage to the cultist as possible before it gets online. So I'm actually going to triple strike rather than worry about my capacitator. That way we get it to half health and can defeat it before it starts incantating here. This turn we can defend once and zap once. The only question is, do we hit it for 16 off a dual cast? Or do we defend again so I take 0? I think we hit it for 16 off a dual cast. This will put it down to 12, and now all we need is 2 strikes or like another dual cast to take it out here. That'll do it. Cool. All right, we've taken 1 damage from each of these encounters so far. Solid start, I think. Storm. Whenever you play a power card, channel 1 lightning. Remove all block from the enemy. Deal 10 damage. Nah. Draw 2 cards, add a burn to your discard. We're going to try to channel as much lightning as we possibly can here. 1 more encounter before we can pivot, and this is a medium slime, right? So can it split or no? It doesn't seem like it can split, actually. I'll probably just take this one out rather than defend, though maybe that's wrong. All right, I'll defend once just because I need to play a defend anyways, and then I'll throw some damage onto this slime, so that way if we need to take out this slime next turn, we can do that instead. It's just going to lick me. Not a huge deal, I suppose. So I think I want to Storm and then Capacitator, and then where does that get me? I'm not sure. But would I rather just, like, need to do as much damage as we possibly can? This, like, almost wins. And I can strike this thing. Oh, bummer. Alright, I think I still defend even though it's barely for anything, and then strike. And I'll probably be able to take it out next turn, or maybe this thing will, like, defend next turn. But this is the most damage I'm taking so far. We'll take 5. But surely I'll be able to take this thing out now, right? Yeah. Alright. Easy enough. 18 gold, a flex potion, which I don't love, and any more power cards? No. Deal 3 damage, increase the damage of all claw cards by 2 this combat. That's kind of what I was looking for previously. Deal 6 damage to all enemies, draw 1 card. Oh, Sweeping Beam would have saved us some points up until this point. Let's go for some more cards here. I want to find more power and more lightning, kind of just because this all seems very fun. I'm definitely defending right now. Let's see if I can find another defend even. No, I find a Storm and a Capacitator. 5 strength, but that never gets me over the hump. Let's do... Actually, wait. This could take out this. Alright, I'll run it. And now I could gain 5 strength to take out one of these. That saves me a point of damage. Alright, I'm going to drink this. I don't think that strength is super useful on this guy, so I'm going to do that so now I can strike this fungal beast. Oh no. Oh, I just wound up basically taking the same amount of damage anyways. Okay, did not read the fungal beast ability. I was trying to get through this faster because I was thinking the last video got cut short. Maybe if I play this one quick enough, I can combine this into the previous video, which you know whether or not I've done that or not. Another recursion is pretty good, but I I do like the sweeping beam too. So recursion is basically 8 damage twice. No, 8 damage once, randomly. It's not that good. Recursion plus is cost 0. Let's just take a sweeping beam. It doesn't upgrade well, which is, I mean, it does. It does. It's more AoE, which is the purpose of the card. A thief already. Oh my gosh. Taking lots of damage here. A sweeping beam puts a little bit of damage onto the louse. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'll start with, and then I will simply defend twice, and we'll wind up taking 5 here. That was a good lightning storm on that. And then, yeah, we take 5, and we lose some gold. Also a bummer. So I do want to focus on the looter. It's also dealing more damage to me. Is it finally time to go Storm Capacitator? I think so. So now I've got 2. I think I add a 3rd lightning and then just take a hit. Yeah, all right. Oh, wow, we took out a louse. That worked out so perfectly. We get mugged again. This turn we're going to hit this for 9. Oh, and this guy is just defending now, you little twerp. And we're just going to strike it and then hit it for 9. And next turn we will be able to finish this off. And I think we just don't do anything. Oh, we can do this. But, oh, I guess we did have to get through the shield. I was forgetting how shields work because of the louse. We grab a fire potion. Yeah, this is the same video, isn't it? Echo Form. The first card you play each turn is played twice. Ethereal means you have to play it. Gain 1 energy for every 4 cards in your draw pile. And if we upgrade this, it costs 2? No. It's just no longer ethereal. The first card you play each turn is played twice. I mean, that just seems so cool. It could backfire, but it could also just be an awesome card. A Thief. So we have the Echo Form, but we are also enticed into double defending here, right? Yeah, let's say goodbye to the Echo Form for now. It's possibly more of a late game card, but it just seems really cool. So we get to block this attack and double our damage over time. Let's Sweeping Beam, see if we can draw another defend. We do, so I'm just going to double defend here again. It is still stealing gold from me, but I'm not taking damage. Yeah, it is still stealing my gold. And this turn it is just blocking, so now is when we want to get as much damage onto it. Let's draw a card first, and then I might go... Oh, this is always better than strike. Sure. Oh, and this finishes it off, right? Beautiful. No. Yeah, give me back my gold, punk. Fear Potion is 3 vulnerable, and then we have Hologram, Equilibrium, retain your hand this turn. Whoa. Deal 4 damage for each channeled orb. I still don't fully see the use of this. This is cool. Retaining my hand I have found to be a powerful ability in a lot of scenarios. Hologram can also be useful in, well, some scenarios that we saw. But I kind of like this effect. I don't know if it's super useful for us right now, though, because we're kind of trying to go a power route. Hologram is cool with Echo Form if we have to take a full turn to Echo Form. Sure, I'll try it. And now do I want to... Yeah, I probably do want to heal up before back-to-back boss fights. But we could smith the Echo Form. We could smith Storm. But Innate is awkward with Echo Form. Assume this channel's 2 lightning. No, it is free. Capacitator, 3 orb slots. It's kind of too many. I'm going to rest. I am now... Like, I like some of the cards that we have this time, so now I want to play it safe, right? The end of its turn gains 8 block. Storm is really good here. Zap, and then I think I'm going to strike. I don't know if this wakes it up or not. No, okay. It keeps sleeping. Oh, that woke it up. We removed the armor, so now it's awake and stunned. It is planning on hitting me for a bunch of damage, though, here. And I don't think orb slots are going to save me from a bunch of damage, but we're going to try to block as much as we can. It didn't really make sense for me to sweeping beam because I never am able to play what I draw there. Like, it just means that I'm not getting more orb slots. So we're going to grab another orb slot here. We could play Echo Form, but then we take a bunch of damage. Vulnerable is fine, but I think we're going to defend here. Let's start with a sweeping beam, and then I'll double defend and take 8. We also hit it for 9, end of turn. Maybe I woke this thing up a little too quick. Well, we can definitely fit both of these runs in one video if we lose. So there's that. This turn it's not doing too much to us. But we could strike, and dual cast. That's 6 plus 6 plus 16. So 28. What do we have for the hologram? Nothing really. And what do we have in the deck if we draw a card? Oh, we could draw into a zap from the hologram. Yeah, that seems like the best use of everything. Sweeping beam to draw a card and then play a zap. So now I've got 4 lightning. And we're at least dealing 12 a turn. Siphon Soul. Oh, okay. Yeah, it seemed like a lifesteal ability, but we have -1 dexterity. We could throw in another zap here, which is really funny. Can we kill them, though, this turn? That's something I always want to be aware of. So if we channel 1 lightning, this is 15. We could apply vulnerable, so then each of these are hitting for... let's call them 7 a pop. So 14 plus 14. No, 14 plus 15 is 29. 29 plus 20 is 49. I think simply our answer here is to defend, and zap. If we can take it out next turn, though, with the fire potion, which I do think we'll be able to, then I am looking to do that. Surely this is good enough here. Let me run the numbers real quick. So this is 10. This is 15. So altogether that's 25. And I have to decide. Actually, I don't know if this fear potion does anything. Basically does like 2 more damage, which is crazy because it's almost doing enough. There's a chance it does actually do enough. We said this is 10 plus 10, so if that's 15, then that's 25. I'm thinking I might need to do everything here, right? Yeah, I think I need to do everything. Oh, wait. That left me with no dual cast to invoke the next orb. Right. Dual cast does about as much as the fire potion, but I think I'm simply going to need to do everything, honestly. We'll see and maybe save the fire potion, but let's start with this. And then a sweeping beam is +2. Yeah, another sweeping beam, going to be another +2. And then here's the problem. Dual cast is not quite 16. It's 15, because then we lose the lightning orb. So we probably just have to play this here now. And then, yeah, this is not going to be enough. This is just 12. So I'm going to throw the fire potion out as well. Maybe I could have just defended a bunch this turn, but that was like reasonably safe. We lost some potions, but now we grab a duplication potion. Oh, I didn't read what that trinket did. Shoot. Trigger the passive ability of your next orb. I do like playing a bunch of powers because they do seem to work with each other. Channeling lightning is also good. This basically channels a lightning but has more synergy with other things that we're doing. So we'll grab this, and then whenever you play a power card, a random card in your hand costs 0 that turn. That is another great reason to pick up power cards. Beautiful. Now we will pick up a relic, the bag of marbles. At the start of each combat, apply 1 vulnerable to all enemies. Not super useful. I'm kind of moving away from attacks. Oh, and this is interesting. We could heal up before going to this elite encounter and then heal up again. I thought there was a route where I got to see another shop. Oh, this route I could potentially go to 2 more elites. That's also pretty tempting, isn't it? I did like the idea of the shop. I think at 40, I'm fine. So that's kind of tough to say when that last fight did really run me dry. I'm starting to feel like maybe I'm just like too tired or not locked in enough for this play session. But now I can echo form and then play something else. And this is only... Oh, it's whenever you play a power card. So we could echo form, hit a power card, and then hit another power card. Very cool. Oh, that's what I wanted to see. Is there anything really, really worth upgrading? No. Does this channel 2 lightnings? It's innate. I don't really care about innate. I don't really care about how any of these things upgrade. I'm going to take on this elite fight and leave myself an option of taking on more elite fights after that. We'll see how this goes. The artifacts. Okay. These guys can be trouble. I definitely want to weave in a sweeping beam here. And then I have to decide now between storm or a double defend. Could also storm once, defend twice with a duplicative potion. Oh, the bag of marbles simply took out all of their artifacts. Oh, this will make something in my hand cost 0. Yeah, let's run it then. I missed on the defend, unfortunately. I could duplicate a defend, but I feel like there's got to be better uses for a duplicative potion. I'm going to try to focus on this guy. And then I'm also going to finish off with 1 more defend. You know, yeah, that's bad strategy. I talked about this in my last video. I want to try to take out one of these 2 sentries first, so that way I can defend. Because I can't, it's so much harder to defend 18 on these turns. So yeah, that was probably a mistake. For sure. For sure. Okay. Like now I'm aiming to like give myself a reprieve next turn, but I don't know if that's actually worth it. Yeah, I think no. I might actually I'm not going to double cast the sweeping beam. Then we just draw that card and I can't play it. Hologram, defend, hologram is 13. Then I take 5. I think a lot of these plays are kind of looking not great now. Do I defend and zap? So I think I also brought this up in one of my last 2 videos that I currently think like how you win this game is first by finding a way to not die and then finding a way to win. And I feel like I found some cool ways to win on this run, but I haven't found ways on this run to not die. That was such a bummer, because if I hit either of these 2, then I get to keep going and probably play out my whole hand. But what can you do? What was the card that I actually played? Ethereal. The first card you played, each turn is played twice. Oh, so I did get to... No, that wasn't considered the first card I played. Okay, well, from here on out, the first card I play each turn is played twice. So I get to double defend. So this is a triple defend. So that's 15, which means I take 4. We are going to have to heal up after this fight. There's no way around it. Okay. Yeah, we take 4 here. No, we take 3. Oh, okay. It's a little easier to stomach. But are we going to get through this battle? This is 12 damage to everyone and draw 2 cards. That's pretty good. Yeah, I think I just win here. But did I just take too much damage in the process of this fight? That is the question. And I think the answer to that might be yes. We find meat on the bone again. And I think it is too late to make it work for this fight, unfortunately. If you have no block, gain 11 block. Double your energy, exhaust. This is quite good. I do want to find ways to not die, but I think that this is cool. And now do I simply have to heal, or is that the coward's route? I want to like keep pushing it, and then there's also part of me that's like, okay, well, if I lose this run, then narratively I can make all of this one video. I think I'm doing that either way, because we're like pretty close to the end of the floor. Also, now I have this meat, so I can just take on this fight and heal 12. All right, we're going for it. This might be a little bit silly, but can we dodge the jaw worm here? We want to probably at least double defend this. So let's zap and double defend. And we're hanging on to our duplication potion for the second elite encounter. We take 1, and then we get licked, which gives us frail. Okay, frail's a little bit annoying, but now maybe we can full combo off. Echo form. Again, the defend, and this time it's just a frail defend. We're going to take 4. We can take 4, though. We can do this. This is going to deal damage and gain some block, right? And then I'm going to get frailed again. And now this one is attacking me for 8. Certainly I can stop that one from attacking me for 8. Double your energy happening twice is actually kind of crazy. And then can I hologram and do some other silly stuff? Yeah. Because this doubles and then doubles it. So that's really cool. I can hologram, get something back. Maybe I didn't even have to do that. But I didn't want to double hologram, and I didn't want to play that card second. Maybe I could have started with a sweeping beam, though, and then doubled and doubled back up to 4, and then played everything else. Yeah, that might have been a little bit better. going to take 8, so I want to make sure I at least grab something with hologram that will make me not die. Sweeping Beam first to draw a card, and before I draw another card, let's hologram, and I probably just get back a defend, right? Yeah, we're pretty low on health here. We can't be messing around too much. Let's defend, and then Sweeping Beam, and then another defend? No. Another strike? I think yes. I think what we have to do here is Duplication Potion and Double Strike to take out one of these slimes. Or to take out the slime. It only hits me for 3. Never mind. I'm going to save it. Oh, you know what? Let's roll a 75%er. Duh. Okay. Almost forgot about my lightning there. This will bellow to give itself some strength, but I think we should be able to take it out this turn, right? No, because it's got a bunch of defense here as well. Now do I need to use a Duplication Potion on a defend? That means I don't take 4 damage. Again, I feel like Duplication Potion is going to come more in handy later. Let's simply Storm. Oh, I could have just played a defend doubled up. This is my first time using Ethereal, so I wasn't really ready for it, but I could have just played a defend and played it twice with my Echo form. All right, instead I take 4 and have made a fool of myself, but now we can finish the fight at the very least. And we do gain some extra health, but like, I don't know. I think this is kind of tricky too. Recursion is really just an 8 damage spell. It doesn't seem that good. Stack feels like it could just do like absolutely nothing sometimes, and Equilibrium kind of expensive, but I do just need block right now. I'm just going to take it because I need block, actually. There's no way I can take on this fight right now, right? And I have so much cash that it's probably worth going this way. Let's do this. Okay. I don't want to wake this thing up, right? Let's Echo Form. Then let's Sweeping Beam. Oh gosh. Sweeping Beam wakes it up. Let's go for it anyways. Okay. Might have been a mistake. Does it do nothing this turn because it just woke up? Yeah, I just didn't want to wait forever. So now I could Storm. Oh, Equilibrium is really good. Yeah, this gives me a ton of block, actually. So this is a good double cast, and then I single cast on Storm, or I single cast on Zap. This is more damage over time right now. I think I will keep... Let's go for Storm. Oh, and then I also get to play a defend. Not super useful. I keep forgetting about all of my synergies this game. What do we have here? Oh, I kept my hand. That's right. That's right. It's probably worth it to double defend for 10. And then I probably should Sweeping Beam. And we'll Capacitator first. That gives me more orb slots and another orb. And then I'll just finish off with a strike. I take 8 here. But I think we're doing all right, which is crazy to say with like barely any health and this thing's still nearly at full. Oh, I did have an extra turn of hanging on to my hand. Okay, that's pretty cool then as well. This turn it's not doing anything, so I think we're going to start unloading here. I could duplicate loop, but I'm afeared that I will need to duplicate other things other times. So I'm just going to double cast loop. That gives me 2 extra orbs because I played 2 power. That's considering playing 2 power. Okay, this is free. Let's play it. I don't think I play hologram. I don't know what I'm going to use hologram on, but I'm going to hang on to it here. I'm going to zap. I guess I could like do some dual casts and stuff, but I am simply going to strike. And then we're good. And now I'm hitting it for 15 each turn, which means in 4 turns, we win. I'm not going to try to crank this out for 4 turns, though. I think I do want to defend. Oh, no. I want to equilibrium. That actually fully blocks what's going on here. And then I think I simply strike. Okay, we're in the clear. We're in the clear. We've won this fight. Next turn, we can like double sweeping beam and then probably find a way to go off after that. After it actually is double sweeping beam simply enough. Yes, because this is 15, right? So this will finish off the fight. Beautiful. Easy peasy, easy peasy. We heal up, we grab a potion belt, okay? And we can add another card to our deck. There is a power, there's heat sinks. Whenever you play a power card, draw 1 card. We're doing power stuff. We're doing power stuff. I don't hate boot sequence, but I'm going to try to do power stuff this game. You come upon a dapper-looking, cheery gremlin. It's time to spin the wheel. Are you ready? Of course you are. Okay, I don't think I've ever played the wheel before. Let's see what we get. We have health and blood. I can't imagine that's great. Uh-oh, you lose. You spot him readying a shiv. Witcha. Okay, you slash at the crazy gremlin, but he's simply too quick. He gets you a few times with a crude shiv. The price has been paid, and with that, both the gremlin and its wheel disappear in a puff of smoke. All right, we will have an opportunity to heal after this fight, should we make it. And we need to be wary about dealing with these spore clouds, because they will then hit us for damage after that. I'm trying to think if it's better to loop or sweeping beam here. And then I'm going to double defend. But like maybe we find the 12 block card off of this and keep your hand. No, we'll just play both of these then. So now I take 2. And it's good that my health is low, so that way I can heal up at the end of this fight. Maybe. Double energy is fine. Actually, I don't need double energy. I'm just playing Storm, Sweeping Beam, and Zap this turn, right? I was going to say I maybe need double energy if I draw the card that we care about that exhausts itself or whatever. But this is fine. We could actually even take out a fungi this turn. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Especially considering this one isn't attacking me right now, so the vulnerable doesn't matter. And then we get to unload onto this and probably take it out next turn. It would be almost impossible to not take this out this turn, in fact. Strike will do it. Great. So easy combat, 12 more gold, new card into the deck. We have heat sinks and loop and another double energy. But whenever we play a power card, a card in our hand costs 0, and then we draw a card, like, that seems all very good. Let's heal up now, because I think we do need to do that as much as I would like to just be incredibly, incredibly greedy. I think that that health is worth more than a random upgrade. And now we have the Hexaghost. Okay. Now, someone on my Discord was just talking about this being part of a puzzle, and I do believe I've defeated the Hexaghost once, but I don't remember exactly everything that this thing is doing. Let's start with a sweeping beam, I think. Maybe that was bad. Oh, let's do it like this. Let's channel more lightnings. Oh, right. We're making cards free. Oh, so this is actually fine because I'm getting to play out my whole hand here. I get full lightning. We're going to strike. I don't know what this is gearing up to do, but I'm not worried just yet. Oh. I wonder if I've figured it out. I wonder if it has something to do with, like, if you do something 6 times? Because did I play 6 cards last turn? This is way too slow. It's going to hit me right now for 30. Again, like, just using a defend to gain a little bit of health doesn't seem like the most important thing. Let's start with a sweeping beam. And then if we gain 15, that means we only take 15. Oh, I can only play 2. Okay, so I take 20. All right. Well, that's what I've done. I got all my lightning balls up. What more can I do? So now it's only going to hit me for 6. Certainly, I echo form here. Now I just strike. And now I'm going to take 6. But then can we mount a crazy turn next turn? And I sear. So I get a burn as well. Capacitator's really good. I'm about to take 10. So if we just defend, then we're fine. So I'll just start with a defend. Now I'm fine. One of these has lit up. Capacitator should be next. A second one has not lit up. Let's loop. Again, nothing has lit up here. If we strike, does something light up? Not sure. Not sure. I don't think there's any reason to play my hologram here. So I'll end my turn. And nothing lit up when I fired off all of those lightning rods too. Now a second one. So it seems to be doing one each turn. But that's not that confusing. Do I want to draw 2 cards with Sweeping Beam or fire off 2 zaps? I think I'll fire off 2 zaps here. Oh, I don't need to double cast to defend. I can take 1 damage. Let's fire off 2 zaps. Best defense is a good offense. And then I will Sweeping Beam. Oh, I am going to take 2 damage here, aren't I? Oh, well. I think we can make it through this fight. They're halfway done. Unless it starts to do some crazy thing again. It seems like it's just like building up and it hits you with a big amount and then 6 turns later it hits you with another big amount. But I feel like it might be a little bit more complicated than that. This turn it's not doing anything. Whenever I play a power card, draw 1 card. Will I draw from this too? Do I already have a heat sinks? I do. So I draw a bunch from this. I'm basically out of power cards. Oh, I just drew a bunch of burns. Did not think about that. Well, I have defense here. I wonder if I should have dual casted first because I was going to gain those back. Yeah, probably. I'm still going to fire off an orb, and then I'm going to strike this as well. I think we're doing fine right now. I don't take any damage this turn. I'm still at 19. They're going to inflame me a little bit more. Oh, no, that's for more strength. All right, this turn it's 14. I suppose... Can we win this turn? That's the other question. They're at 80. This basically hits for 11, right? But if I double cast it, it hits for another 8. I think now I'm looking to double cast some defensive card here. But at the same time, if I can survive at 1... Oh, Equilibrium's perfect. Yeah. Because now I take 1 damage from this a turn. But we do have to watch when it gets to turn 6. I'm kind of curious, because then I'll know if I've figured it out or not. Any chance I have the kill here? So 12 end of turn will put them down to 41. 3 strikes, if that's what I decide to play. Actually, I'd play a zap. No, I don't think I have it yet. So I think let's defend. Let's zap and then double defend. Yeah, that's perfect. So now I take 2 end of turn from the burn, and then I block all 8, and then it will have all 6 things lit. And then does that mean it's going to hit me for 5 times 6? 4 times 6. Okay, I think I've figured out the puzzle here. Maybe there's more to it, but I don't know. Let's just dual cast this and finish him off. I think I've figured out what the Hexaghost does. I think so. Now we will add 1 more card to our deck, Rainbow. Channel 1 Lightning, 1 Frost, 1 Dark. We're kind of going all Lightning though. And I might want one of these other power cards. There's a second Echo form, which might work. At the start of your turn, add a random power card into your hand. Oh no, that's really cool. I want that. Yeah, we're going full power. I am curious how it upgrades. It costs less. Okay, cool. So I have 2 cards that I have to like fully take the turn off, and I'm not sure that I've come up with a great game plan so far, but we are definitely having fun. Gain an energy at the start of your turn. You can no longer gain gold. Double the effectiveness of potions. I do have the potion belt. And gain an energy. You can no longer smith at rest sites. Oh. Huh. So 2 different drawback options. I think I like gold, and I think I like no longer being able to smith. I haven't really found many great upgrades on the defect. I mean, they're fine, but they're just not anything super crazy, and energy, I think, is going to be the most important thing. So that's what I'm going to do, and this is going to be my second shot with the defect in the city. But for today, that is going to be it for me. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm NoLucksGiven. Peace.